I got a call from the pharmacy today saying that my prescription was ready, and I just wanted to let everybody know what I'm now prescribed. So yesterday I discontinued taking the Buse bar 5 milligrams 3 times daily and the Celexa 10 milligrams once a day. So I discontinued that yesterday, and I guess tonight I'll be starting. I'm sorry, I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly. I might butcher it, but I'm going to try. Quetiapine Fumarate. 100 milligrams. I'm going to be taking it before I go to bed. Um, I have like a brief of what it's for, but it just says like used to treat certain mental mood conditions. Um, I don't know. He told me to take it. He told me to take it before I go to bed every night. He suggested 10 o'clock, but I'll probably do something more like 10:30. Being that my husband works, I try to spend time with him before we go to bed. So yeah, Quetiapine Fumarate 100 milligrams. I'll let everyone know how that goes. Hopefully it won't be too bad of a transition from taking what I was taking before to switching to this. Um, Yesterday, just not taking the medication yesterday, I TMI, sorry guys. I was already PMSing before, and the the doctor, whenever he told me that, or I'm sorry, the psychiatrist, whenever he told me that I would no longer be taking that and to go ahead and stop, I asked him if I should wean off, and he was like, no, just discontinue it. He felt that I shouldn't have been taking it in the first place because the medication that I was prescribed was for depression, and I'm manic depressive. So this is going to help with the manic depressive, and he says it's also going to help with sleep and help with my appetite, which my appetite fluctuates quite a bit sometimes. I could easily go all day without eating, and it's not like I'm thinking about it like I'm not going to eat today. It's just I don't feel hungry. I almost like watching other people eat. It'll be like grotesque. I don't know. So he said that this is probably going to help. He warned that I may have weight gain, so I'll just have to be careful there. Um, yeah, that's it. This angle is terrible. Didn't see any bats in the cave. I don't know. More on talking with the psychiatrist from yesterday. He was saying, I don't know. I walked into this room and he was on a computer screen. So I was just sitting at this chair, and the nurse that walked me in, she closed the door, and it felt kind of similar to how awkward I feel by talking to my webcam to make these videos. I just felt really weird talking to the screen. He was asking me a whole bunch of questions, and he just thinks like um I don't want to try and say word for word because I just can't remember everything that he said. But basically, he was saying my lack of sleep for so many years. Because I mentioned in previous videos, I've had sleep problems since middle school. Easy. That's just as far back as I can like remember. Um, he said the very little sleep for so long is basically like screwed up my brain. He was basically saying that over time, lack of sleep can deteriorate your cognitive function and probably why I feel so clouded. Other than, the manic depressive, because that itself can cloud your thinking a lot of racing thoughts. And that was one of the questions that he had asked me if I have racing thoughts, and that's not exactly correct, I guess. My thoughts aren't racing, they linger and they stay there, but it's just so much. Like, they're just all clustered, and it's hard to even make out or pinpoint things that I'm trying to like I'm sitting here trying to talk to you guys, but it's hard for me to separate what I want to say and everything else going on up here. It's just a lot. And I try and focus on one particular thing to try and do simple things like communicate with others. And I'll lose myself. And he seemed to have noticed that. And I don't know if anyone else notices from my other videos that I'll like trail off or I'll get lost in what I'm saying. And um he said that lack of sleep could very well be the culprit of a lot of my side effects. He doesn't think that my manic depressor I'm sorry, he doesn't think that my manic behavior is that bad because manic it's more of depression episodes, constant depression episodes with restlessness. Even though I'm always tired and I'm always irritable, I can't sleep. I like shake my legs. Whenever I was younger, I told him, whenever I was younger and I couldn't sleep, I used to sneak out of my window and just like jog around the neighborhood to try and wear myself out enough to the point where I could just like sneak back in and pass out, which has only helped every once in a while. I really hope that this helps. Um, it's 100 milligram. He said take one every day, and he also told me if it's too much, just break them in half and just take the half. Just write down what date, if I'm gonna start doing things like that, what date I would start doing that. Or if some time goes by and it's not helping me, then take one and a half and write the date down. Just try and keep track of any kind of adjustments. I'm supposed to see him again in a couple months, and I'll try to. I'll keep you guys posted in between now and then.